Well, one speaker we didn't get to speak to in our digital session just before lunch is Mikael Kudren, who is the Digital Business Development Manager at ATG. Now, Mikael was the project manager responsible for delivering ATG's new digital platform, which was launched in September, and is currently establishing ATG's Innovation Lab, as we heard earlier. He's therefore ideally placed to explain a bit more about ATG's digital vision and demonstrate how his company is now adopting a fresh approach to innovation internally as part of the cultural transformation within the organization. Mikael.
See what my slides are. All right, something happened with the fonts here, but I'm gonna show you some of the ideas behind our new website, which launched a couple of weeks ago. Our previous websites have been very focused on the expert users. And over the years, we've added more and more information and more features, creating a powerful betting software for expert users, but at the same time, making it more complex and intimidating less initiated users. So for our new website, we wanted to attract new customers while not sacrificing the experts. So we soon realized that we were building our sites backwards. Instead of starting it off easy, we threw the users straight into scientific mode. It's really handy with cosine and tan and square root and everything if you want to do trigonometry. But if you just want to do a simple addition, it's kind of messy. So we decided to start it off easy instead and let the users add the extra information. For example, our new default race cards just contain a few pieces of information: post positions, horse and driver names, and the odds. Our user research showed us that that was a sufficient level of information for a beginner when placing a bet. They don't need to know how old the horse is, or who's training it, or if it will run with or without shoes. Our more advanced users can customize the race cards and add as much information as they want. They can also customize the order which the information is presented in the race card. And these settings are stored, so the users don't have to do these customizations every time. So you can add a few extra columns or turn it into a spreadsheet. We applied the same philosophy to other parts of the site, such as results and live streaming. So instead of having one size fits all live stream for all users, as we used to have, the users can now choose between one live stream for a broad audience with a state-of-the-art studio and TV production, one channel for more initiated users with a less fancy on-track studio, and then separate channels for each racetrack without any commentators or hosts for the hardcore users. Another key inspiration for our site was scratch lotteries. Most of our customers don't follow the races live, so the most common ways for them to find out if they have won was to either go to the local bet shop and ask the staff to scan the receipt, or to log on to our website and see if their account balance increased. It's not super exciting. So we turned our receipts into scoring applications. So you can watch the replays as soon as the race is finished, or up to 10 days afterwards. It's free for all users. You can watch the race replays straight from the receipt. You can also scratch, so to speak, to see who won if you got the horse right. And this scoring application is not available only to online customers. Through a 9-letter code we print on all bet shop receipts, even our offline customers without the betting account can access the same information. A third inspiration for us was Netflix, where a film just picks up automatically where you left off, even if you're on another device. You don't have to save or load anything manually. It just happens. V75 is our biggest product by far at ATG. It's a weekly Pick 7 game. Every Saturday, the elite of Swedish trotters face off. And many users start analyzing the race cards already on the Sunday or Monday and move between different devices throughout the week. So on our new website, there's a draft created as soon as you click. There's a draft created, it's saved, and it's automatically loaded when you open the same race card the next time, even if it's on another device. Expert users, they can create multiple drafts, they can clone drafts, they could share them with friends. There's a share button on all bet slips. You can send it through text or mail to friend. And as you can see by these pictures, the new website is responsive, with the same site being used for all screen types and screen sizes and device types. Most responsive websites are pure content sites, such as newspapers. So building an advanced betting site with the integrated live streaming and real-time data is something else. So we knew this would become quite a challenge. We still thought that this would be the best solution for us for the following reasons. First of all, our most important goal with the new site was to reduce our time to market significantly when introducing new products. And with 4 different websites and apps as we had before, we spent most of our times keeping them alive rather than introducing new products and features. Secondly, the users want all information on all platforms. We can't really refer people to their desktop computers to find a specific information or a feature, because for a lot of customers, their mobile is their only device. And thirdly, the lines between the device types are getting more blurred every day. The biggest phones now have larger screens than the smallest tablets. Many tablets now have both higher resolutions and bigger screens than many laptops. And many tablets are now getting keyboards as well. This is the new iPad Pro with a 12.9-inch screen and a keyboard. More laptops are getting touchscreens, and we even see devices like this. This is a laptop that can be turned into a tablet. So how do you know if this is a tablet or this is a laptop? So we decided to offer all information and all functionality to all devices, and to assume that the user could always be using a finger, so we have to make everything touchscreen suitable. And to accomplish this, you really need to work mobile first. I know mobile first has been a buzzword for quite a few years, but it cannot be stressed enough. If you're going to build a responsive website, you have to do it mobile first. And it's not just a matter of screen size. If you start designing your experience for the smallest screen, on the slowest data connection, with the worst CPU, and for the least savvy user, with the thickest fingers, everything else will be simple from after that. This has been our first mobile first project, and we've learned a lot and made quite a few mistakes down the road. And if we would do it again, we would focus even harder on this, because as I said, it cannot be stressed enough. It's so hard to do it mobile last. These are some screens from some mobile screens from our new site. So what happens next? Our plan is to keep updating the site every other week. Every other Monday since November, we've been updating the site when we went into our first internal alpha version. We've done so throughout the beta period, and we've continued to do so when we launched the site now. We also strive to maintain the same team size as during development. This is not a project. This is a website that will never be finished. We will keep evolving it. And thirdly, we'll continue to evolve our customers throughout the beta period, and still we have a online message board where the users can discuss the new site and interact with our team. And it's been really valuable for us. We're also working on some bigger improvements, such as presenting real-time data from our horse tracking system. Right now, we're using this horse tracking system data in our broadcasts, and we show the same data for everyone. We want to make this data customized, so we can highlight which horses you have bet on. We think that will make horse racing even more accessible. We're also working on doing interactive 3D versions of the races based on the data from the horse tracking system, both live and on demand. So this is an application we call ATG Race View, so where the user can select which camera angles they want to watch the race in, scrub back and forth in the race, highlight which horses they have bet, sit in the driver's seat behind the horse and look around and see how it looks from the driver's perspective. And on that note, I will bring my presentation to an end, and I'm happy to answer any questions afterwards. Thank you.